Hello everyone, welcome to my English. This video is very helpful for you because आज मैं आप लोगों के लिए NIOS क्लास 10 के important questions लेकर आई हूँ. So हर लेसन में से मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चन सिलेक्ट किए हैं प्लस उनके कुछ सैम्पल आंसर्स भी आपको बताने की कोशिश की है इससे आपकी प्रैक्टिस अच्छे से हो सके, आप इजीली एक ही वीडियो में से अपनी पूरी बुक 1 की लिटरेचर की प्रिपरेशन कर सकें. So let's get started. As you can see, today I will be covering book 1. Book 1 जिसमें फर्स्ट से लेकर 14 लेसन तक हैं और इस पूरी वीडियो में मैं 14 के 14 लेसन कवर कर दूंगी. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मैं 15 to 27 लेसन तक कंप्लीट कर दूंगी. सो लेट्स बिगिन. सो फर्स्ट लेसन है हमारा लेसन 1, स्नेक बाइट. पहला क्वेश्चन, आपके ओपिनियन में ओल्ड मैन जो था वो किस टाइप का आदमी था? सो व्हाट यूल डू इज यूल नॉट से इन योर ओपिनियन, आप कह दोगे इन माई ओपिनियन द ओल्ड मैन वॉज अ श्रूड एंड डिसऑनेस्ट, मतलब बेईमान टाइप का आदमी था. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, मेनी पीपल आर अफ्रेड ऑफ स्नेक्स, वाई डू दे फेयर स्नेक्स? लोगों को स्नेक्स से डर क्यों लगता है? डू यू थिंक दे आर राइट? आपको क्या लगता है कि वो ठीक हैं? गिव रीजंस फॉर योर आंसर्स. वेल, आप बिगिन कैसे करोगे आंसर? आप इसी लाइन से बिगिन कर सकते हो. मेनी पीपल आर अफ्रेड ऑफ स्नेक्स या दे हैव अ फियर of snakes. They fear snakes because, क्योंकि why है तो why का आंसर आप दोगे because से. So they fear snakes because most snakes are poisonous. They fear that their bite can cause death. ठीक है, या the snake bite can cause death. So I think they are right. So you think की जगह I think they are right because people fear for their life and thus they are correct in fearing the snakes, right? Number 3, how did the old man cure Raja? Old man ने राजा को cure कैसे किया? Firstly, the old man took him की जगह आप लिख सकते हो took Raja inside. He looked at his finger, made him sit down without moving, took some water in a brass vessel, आप सिर्फ vessel भी लिख सकते हो. He recited some mantras, washed Raja's finger, gave him some water to drink, and by that time Raja's pain in his finger had stopped by then, right? And then the old man made everyone believe that his magic cured the snake bite. ठीक है, so this is how he claimed, उसने क्लेम किया कि मैंने राजा को ठीक किया है. एक्चुअली जो बात है वो उसका पेन तब तक ठीक हो गया था और उसकी इन सब चीज़ों की ढकोसले वाली चीज़ों की वजह से राजा की फिंगर का दर्द ठीक नहीं हुआ था. These are 3 questions from lesson number 1. Lesson number 2, how the squirrel got his stripes. अब ये वाला लेसन जो है, पहला क्वेश्चन, how did the squirrel justify what he was doing? स्क्विरल ने कैसे जस्टिफाई किया कि वो क्या कर रहा है? अब did है तो आप वर्ब में IED लगा दोगे. The squirrel justified what he was doing by saying he didn't have much strength. उसके पास कोई strength नहीं थी, but he wanted to help by carrying pebbles to show his love for Lord Rama. That's it. ये 2 mark का question भी आ सकता है. Next question. Have you ever had an experience in which a person surprised you by doing something which you thought he could not do? Describe the situation in 60-80 words. आपके साथ कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि आपके साथ किसी पर्सन ने ऐसा कुछ किया हो जो कि आपने कभी सोचा ही नहीं था कि वो ऐसा भी कर सकता है? सो जस्ट नरेट एन इंसिडेंट. मेरा एक नेबर है, उसका नाम है सचिन. ही इज़ अ फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन. वी प्ले टुगेदर, वी हैंग आउट टुगेदर, वी स्टडी टुगेदर. One day what happened was my bike was stolen. I had no money and I was completely broken. He borrowed some money from his parents and he bought a bike. I thought that he is buying a bike for himself, but to my surprise, he gifted the bike to me. I could not believe that Sachin could ever do such a thing for me, and from that day onwards, our friendship grew even stronger. Next question. Which qualities of Lord Rama are highlighted in this story? इस story में Lord Rama की कौन सी qualities highlight की गई हैं? So you can say the qualities of compassion, kindness, gentleness, and respect for all beings are highlighted in this story. Yeah, the qualities of Lord Rama which were so and so are highlighted in the story, right? Now, lesson number 3, Kondiba a hero. Kondiba blind था, yet he became a hero. What qualities of Kondiba helped him change his life and become a hero? Write in about 100 words. तो आप पहले acknowledge करोगे क्वेश्चन से, yes, Kondiba was blind, but he was a brave man. He had compassion for the boy whom he didn't even know. वो जानता भी नहीं था उस लड़के को, but उसके लिए उसके अंदर compassion था, kindness थी. He quickly made a decision. उसने decision quickly लिया अपनी लाइफ को रिस्क करने का. He risked his own life just to save that boy. He kept trying after diving into the well. Well में कूदने के बाद भी उसे बहुत देर तक वो बच्चा अरविंद नहीं मिला था, बट फिर भी वो कोशिश करता रहा. He kept trying. He was losing out on his breath. He kept going up and down the well many times. I think 3 times he went up and down, but still he didn't stop trying. And his bravery was lauded by everyone. Lauded मतलब appreciated, praised by everyone. So he truly deserved to be called a hero. Next question. After reading the story, what are your views about differently abled people to earn a living? आपको स्टोरी पढ़ने के बाद differently abled मतलब जो handicap लोग होते हैं उनके लिए क्या आपके दिल में उनके लिए क्या राय है? What do you think of such people? तो उनको कैसे अपनी आजीविका को कमाना चाहिए? आप उनको पिटी शो करने के बजाय या फिर इनडिफरेंट इग्नोर करने के बजाय आप उनको एम्पैथी कैसे शो कर सकते हैं? अब देखो, एक होती है सिंपैथी, एक होती है एम्पैथी. सिंपैथी मीन्स यू फील पिटी ऑन सच पीपल. हाय बेचारा, सो यू फील सॉरी फॉर देम. बट एम्पैथी मीन्स you feel the pain yourself, and then you become more compassionate as a person. So if I talk about myself, I would never look down upon such people. मतलब मैं उन्हें घृणा कभी नहीं करूँगा. I would not show sympathy or pity to such people as well. Rather, I would empathize with them. तो ये जो keywords हैं इनको ज़रूर आंसर में लिखना पड़ेगा. I would empathize with them. I would try to help them with opportunities that they can use to help themselves. मतलब मैं उन्हें opportunity provide करूँगा ताकि वो अपनी मदद खुद कर सकें. Like vocational training, I would give them moral support, I would treat them well, I would maybe collect some funds for them so that they can start their own ventures, right? So these are quite expected as far as lesson number 3 is concerned. Lesson number 4 पर आ जाते हैं, tall trees. In what ways do the trees behave like human beings in the poem? अच्छा, very important. जब भी कोई poem आएगी, poet का नाम ज़रूर याद रखना. इसके हैं आइलीन मैथायस. So इसमें 3 आपको फंक्शंस बताने जो ट्रीज परफॉर्म करते हैं. पहला फंक्शन, दे वॉच द क्लाउड्स एंड अदर थिंग्स लाइक ह्यूमंस. मतलब ह्यूमन के एक्शंस की तरह जो पर्सोनिफिकेशन हुआ है इस पोएम में, वो आप कैसे शो करेंगे? ट्रीज और ह्यूमन बींग्स में क्या सिमिलैरिटी बताई गई है पोएट द्वारा? So first thing is they watch the clouds and other things like humans. Secondly, they provide the shelter to the birds. Thirdly, they keep a watch over the sleeping world like night watchmen. Right? Next question. Write a paragraph 20-25 words about 3 activities of the tall tree. So it is the same question as we have just discussed. So quite important कि आपको तीनों activities उनकी पता हो. Alright. Now next lesson is Tiger Comes to Town Part 1. When did the tiger realize he was totally wrong about the opinion he had formed about human beings? Tiger ने कब realize किया कि उसका एक opinion था लोगों के बारे में, ह्यूमन बींग्स के बारे में, उसने गलत ओपिनियन फॉर्म कर लिया है. तो जब उसने देखा कि लोग तो इतने डरपोक होते हैं, उसने सोचा था कि जब मैं सर्कस में परफॉर्म करता था तो लोग तो इतने बहादुर थे, वो मुझे देखने आते थे, एक ओपनली टाइगर को परफॉर्म करते हुए देखते थे. बट दैट वाज ओनली ड्यू टू द बाउंड्रीज ऑफ द प्लेस वेयर द टाइगर यूज्ड टू परफॉर्म. But when the tiger was out there in the open on the streets, he saw men running for their lives. So this way he was totally proved wrong about the opinion he had formed about the human beings. Next question, what do you mean by melting out of sight? Melting out of sight का मतलब है कि लोग भाग रहे थे इधर उधर. Very few people could be seen on the streets as most of them decided to hide in ditches or in their homes. ये multiple choice का question है, but ये ऐसे ही भी आ सकता है 2 mark का question. Okay, next question. This is a reference to context. So मैंने एक ही लिया है, but जितने भी reference to context है आप एक बार पढ़ लेना सारे. Very simple they are, but still go through all of them. If my tail trails down to the street, if I'm blocking your threshold, it is because I'm 11 feet tip to tail. I can't help it. I'm not out to kill. I'm too full. तो टाइगर अपनी मेजरमेंट क्यों बता रहा है कि मैं ये डाउन टू स्ट्रीट हूँ, ब्लॉकिंग योर थ्रेशोल्ड, क्यों बता रहा है? ये बताना चाहता है कि वो कितना बड़ा है, टू शो हाउ लॉन्ग ही इज. सो हाउ वुड यू राइट? द टाइगर tells us his measurements to show how long he is, right? Next, what does he want to tell them by saying I'm too full? I'm too full से वो क्या कहना चाहता है? He wants to tell them by saying I'm too full that they need not fear him as he had no intention of attacking them. कि वो उसका पेट भरा हुआ है ऑलरेडी. Where and what did he have for his food? उसने क्या और कहाँ क्या खाया था? He had found something to eat in the green fields. क्योंकि mention नहीं है तो इसलिए हम something लिखेंगे, ठीक है? Okay, next question is where did the tiger go finally? कहाँ पर गया finally? He reached the school and walked up to the headmaster's room. Next lesson, Tiger comes to town, part 2. Why wasn't the magistrate happy to see the affidavit? Why did he finally accept it? मजिस्ट्रेट एफिडेविट को देखकर खुश क्यों नहीं था, लेकिन उसने फाइनली उसको एक्सेप्ट क्यों किया? मजिस्ट्रेट हैप्पी इसलिए नहीं था क्योंकि वो संस्कृत में लिखा हुआ था और वो पढ़ नहीं पाता था संस्कृत, और फाइनली उसने एक्सेप्ट इसलिए करा क्योंकि संस्कृत भी एक ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज है, और अगर वो उसको रिफ्यूज कर देता तो उसके लिए एक बड़ी मुश्किल हो जाती क्योंकि वो खुद ही एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर है. सो यू विल राइट लाइक दिस: द मजिस्ट्रेट wasn't happy to see the affidavit because it was written in Sanskrit which he could not read. He finally accepted it because Sanskrit is one of the official languages of India, and being a government officer, he could not have refused it. Next lesson is lesson number 7, the shoe shine. How did Shovan Lal react to the young man's proposal to start as a shoe shine? शोभन लाल ने कैसे react किया यंग मैन ने जब प्रपोज किया कि मैं अपना बिजनेस शू शाइन की तरह स्टार्ट कर लेता हूँ? Shovan Lal was hurt, shocked, and surprised. He didn't believe that an educated man should do such a low-paying job. What objections did the members of the Shoe Shine Association have in accepting young man as a member? How far do you agree with the objections? जब young man को Shoe Shine Association का member बनाया जाना था, तब उसके members ने क्या objection, क्यों वो उसके against थे? और आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है कि वो अगेंस्ट क्यों थे? तो पहली बात, उनको लगता था कि हमारी इनकम बहुत ज़्यादा कम हो जाएगी एक और मेंबर के आने से, क्योंकि हमें अपना फाइनेंशियल जो भी अर्निंग है वो सब उससे शेयर करनी पड़ेगी. वेल, आई फील दैट इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू मेक मच डिफरेंस. उनकी जो ऑब्जेक्शंस थी काफ़ी बेसलेस थी, उससे इतना ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. So how you write it? The members of the Shoe Shine Association objected in accepting the young man as a member as they felt that their income would get reduced and this would lead to financial losses. I do not agree with this, with the baseless objections, as I feel there would not be a drastic reduction in their incomes. तो आधा क्वेश्चन में से आधा आंसर्स में से. लेसन नंबर 8, a birthday letter. According to Pandit Nehru, how does a great leader help? According to Pandit Nehru, according की spelling पूरी कर लेना, great people inspire others to great actions and noble sacrifices. They lead by examples. They make the oppressed feel happy and free. Why did Pandit Nehru dislike lecturing? उन्हें lecturing क्यों पसंद नहीं था? Pandit Nehru disliked lecturing because it is one-sided. It lacks opportunity to discuss the matter or have a heart-to-heart talk. He also felt that the audience get bored as they might not like sermonizing. या sermon मतलब उपदेश देना. What suggestions did he give to Indira in his letter to her? उन्होंने इंदिरा गांधी को क्या suggestions दिए? He gave valuable suggestion to Indira in his letter that she should talk and discuss with others what is right and what is wrong before taking a decision. So it can definitely come as a 2-mark question. Lesson number 9, very important lesson. You must remember the name of the poet, which is David Roth. How were the dreams of one of the contestants dashed in the dirt? एक contestant के dreams मिट्टी में कैसे मिल गए? The dreams of one of the contestant were dashed in the dirt because he fell down. He had prepared well for the event, but now all his dreams of winning the race were shattered and dashed in the dirt. Explain in your own words the meaning of the line, the 100-yard dash now reduced to a walk. आप अपने वर्ड्स में समझाइए 100 यार्ड का जो रास्ता था वो एक वॉक कैसे बन गया, क्योंकि थी तो वो रेस, लेकिन रेस अब वॉक कैसे बन गई. With reference to this poem, 9 gold medals, we can say that After the contestants were walking hand in hand with each other, they were not really running. They rather walked hand in hand to the finishing line. Thus, the 100-yard race was now a walk. Who won the race and how? कौन race जीता और कैसे? All the 9 contestants won the race since all of them abandoned their race and reached the finishing line together hand in hand. What happened before that? They had stopped to help the young boy, the small boy who had fallen down. Instead of leaving him behind, they all turned back, made him stand on his feet and walked together, right? Next question, do you think the title of the poem is justified? How? क्या poem का title justified है कैसे? Yes, I feel that the title of the poem is apt. Apt मतलब suitable है या फिर justified है because during any event of the Olympics, only one gold medal is awarded. And since all the 9 contestants reached the finishing line together, they all received a gold medal. And audience ने उन्हें क्या दिया था? Audience gave them a standing ovation. So this is also something that you can write. Okay, next lesson is lesson number 10, how noise affects our lives. First question, was Nasir aware of the damage the noise caused? How do you know? नसीर के जो याद दिला दूं कि नसीर को हेडेक्स का प्रॉब्लम होता था, लेकिन वो कहता था कि मुझे तो साउंड से कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, मैं ट्रैफिक में भी सो सकता हूँ, टेलीविजन में भी सो सकता हूँ, बट एक्चुअली उसको साउंड से अफेक्ट होता था, उसको बिना पता चले, मतलब ही वॉज डीपली अफेक्टेड बट ही वॉज नॉट अवेयर ऑफ द डैमेज, क्योंकि वो कहता था, वो बोस्ट करता था, वो अपनी बड़ाई करता था कि आई कैन स्लीप एनी वेयर, आई कैन स्लीप व्हेन देयर इज ट्रैफिक नॉइज, व्हेन देयर इज टेलीविजन अराउंड मी, बट एक्चुअली ही यूज्ड टू सफर फ्रॉम हेडेक्स and the headaches were the result of the noise that he used to sleep in. Next question, what will happen if we ourselves start thinking about the harmful effects of noise? जब हम खुद ही harmful effects of noise के बारे में सोचने लगेंगे तो क्या होगा? So you'll start from here. If we ourselves start thinking about the harmful effects of noise, we would stop creating unnecessary sounds. 2-mark question, it can come. In what way can school children, quite important, help reduce noise pollution? School के बच्चे noise pollution को कैसे कम कर सकते हैं? So you will write like this, school children can help in reducing noise pollution by walking quietly, by talking softly and not burning crackers. Lesson number 11, my elder brother. First question, Nikki was most upset by which aspects of Valodiya's personality? Nikki Valodiya की किस personality से सबसे ज़्यादा upset था? निकी को लगता था कि वलोदिया is good at everything. वलोदिया ने एक बार एक नई शर्ट पहनी और उसके कॉलर को अरेंज कर रहा था, लेकिन इस बात से निकी को लगा कि ये शो ऑफ कर रहा है और उससे वो बहुत जेलस हो गया, इरिटेट हो गया और इस वजह से वो बहुत ज़्यादा अपसेट हो गया. So you write like this, Nikki felt that Valodiya was good at everything. One day he wore a new shirt and arranged his collar. But Nikki thought that Valodiya was showing off and that made him jealous and irritated with this brother. Thus he was most upset by this personality trait of Valodiya. Next question. Do you think Valodiya was responsible for the narrator's mental suffering and pain? क्या आपको लगता है कि वलोदिया निकी की, नरेटर कौन है? निकी की मेंटल सफरिंग और पेन के लिए जिम्मेदार है? तो आप थोड़ा सा एक बैकग्राउंड दोगे क्या कि वलोदिया निकी का एल्डर ब्रदर है. एक बार क्या हुआ, फिर आप ये बता सकते हो, आप ये शर्ट वाला इंसिडेंट बता सकते हो. One day he wore his new shirt to which Nikki felt jealous. एक दिन निकी से एक्सीडेंटली वलोदिया की सेंट की बॉटल गिर जाती है एंड वो निकी से कहता है कि आगे से मेरी चीज़ों को टच मत करना. वलोदिया वॉज गुड एट एवरीथिंग. वलोदिया हर चीज़ में अच्छा होता है, ये भी निकी को अच्छा नहीं लगता और वो इन्फीरियोरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स में रहता है. सो ऑल दिस इरिटेटेड निकी एंड मेड हिम फील इन्फीरियर. And this led to his mental suffering and pain. So indirectly, Valodiya was responsible for Nikki's suffering and his pain, right? Next question. What did Nikki do to show that he was sorry for all that he has done in the morning? अब ये वो वाला इंसिडेंट है जब वो उसको ड्रैग कर रहा होता है, उसकी बॉटल गिर जाती है सेंट की, फिर वलोदिया, फिर भी ही वाज सो लार्ज हार्टेड, सो काइंड एंड दैट, वो उसको माफ कर देता है। लेकिन निकी इसके बदले में क्या करता है, निकी भी वलोदिया से फॉरगिवनेस सीख करता है। ही आस्क्ड फॉर वलोदिया's फॉरगिवनेस आफ्टर ऑल दैट हैपेंड इन द मॉर्निंग। Lesson number 12, Indian weavers. Again, very important lesson, and the poet also you should know, it is Sarojini Naidu. What is the similarity between morning time of the day and birth of a child? तो कैसे start करोगे? The similarity between morning time of the day and birth of a child is morning जैसे beginning of the day है and birth is the beginning of the life. तो दोनों ही चीज़ें एक शुरुआत को कर रही हैं। मॉर्निंग जो है वो दिन की शुरुआत है और बर्थ जो है वो जिंदगी की शुरुआत है। What time is indicated through the phrase moonlight chill? Midnight is indicated through the phrase moonlight chill. Next, what is the similarity between death and cold night? Quite important again. The similarity between death and cold night is death brings sadness, cold night is also unpleasant at the same time. Secondly, तो ये first difference हो गया. Second difference है, since death is also the end of the life, night is the end of the day. जैसे morning beginning है day की, वैसे ही night end है day का, and birth is the beginning of life and death is the end of life. So both of these questions are important. Next lesson is the last stonemason, lesson number 13. What was the old man's profession? What was his attitude towards his work? क्या लिखोगे? The old man's profession was carving stones and making statues. Next part of the question is his attitude towards his work was he was committed to his work. He believed work is worship of God. Next, what did Gopal suggest to his father? What was his father's response? गोपाल ने अपने फादर को क्या सजेस्ट किया और उसके फादर का क्या रिस्पॉन्स था? गोपाल suggested to his father that he should shift to Agra and change his profession. His father's response was that his profession was a service to God. He wanted to keep the 100-year-old tradition and continue to do what he was doing, या continue to do his work. Next question. Why did the old man believe there was nothing that he could teach Salim? Old man को क्यों लगा कि वो सलीम को कुछ नहीं सिखा सकता? जब ओल्ड मैन ने देखा कि सलीम इतने एक्सपर्ट क्राफ्ट्समैन की तरह से फेस ऑफ द स्टैचू बना रहा है, जो कि उसे लगता था उसका बेटा गोपाल कभी नहीं बना सकता, तब उसने सोच लिया कि अब मैं सलीम को कुछ भी नहीं सिखा सकता. सो व्हेन द ओल्ड मैन सॉ that Salim was carving the face of the statue like an expert craftsman, he felt or he believed that there was nothing he could teach Salim anymore because he was already an expert craftsman और उसको लगा कि अब मैं ही लास्ट स्टोनमेसन नहीं हूँ, this tradition is going to continue. Lesson number 14, stealing and atonement. This is about Gandhiji when he stole some gold from the armlet of his brother and then he realized his folly और फिर उन्होंने एक लेटर लिखा अपने फादर से माफ़ी मांगते हुए. So when did Gandhiji give up the idea of smoking? गांधीजी ने आइडिया ऑफ स्मोकिंग को छोड़ने का फैसला कब किया? तो क्या लिखोगे? गांधीजी गिव का गेव कर दोगे, गेव अप द आइडिया ऑफ स्मोकिंग आफ्टर गांधीजी एंड हिज फ्रेंड गेव अप द आइडिया ऑफ सुसाइड. मतलब जब उन्होंने सुसाइड ना करने का फैसला किया तभी उन्होंने स्मोकिंग ना करने का भी फैसला कर लिया. Why did Gandhiji decide to confess to his father? गांधीजी ने अपने फादर से कन्फेस करने का क्यों सोचा? गांधीजी decided to confess to his father because he felt disturbed and unhappy after he took gold from his brother's armlet. क्योंकि वो बहुत अंदर से disturbed थे. What according to you, Gandhiji is the purest type of repentance? गांधीजी के according प्योर टाइप ऑफ रिपेंटेंस क्या है, मतलब कैसे हम प्रायश्चित कर सकते हैं? अकॉर्डिंग टू गांधीजी द प्योरेस्ट टाइप ऑफ रिपेंटेंस इज अ क्लीन कन्फेशन विद अ रिक्वेस्ट फॉर एन एडिक्वेट पनिशमेंट फॉर इट एंड अ प्रॉमिस नेवर टू कमिट द रॉन्ग अगेन. पहली बात कि मैंने हाँ गलत किया उसको स्वीकारना और उसके लिए कहना कि आपको जो सज़ा उचित लगती है वो मुझे दीजिए, एंड एक प्रॉमिस कि अब मैं इस चीज को दोबारा नहीं करूंगा. लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई डिड गांधीजी एंड हिज फ्रेंड वांट टू कमिट सुसाइड? डू यू थिंक सुसाइड इज द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ ऑल प्रॉब्लम्स? गांधीजी और उनके दोस्त को क्यों लगा कि हमें सुसाइड करना चाहिए? क्या आपको लगता है सुसाइड सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व कर देता है? गांधी जी and his friend wanted to commit suicide because they felt unhappy that they needed permission from their elders to do anything. They wanted to be independent, they wanted to be able to act without taking permission, and they felt that they should commit suicide. I feel, yeah, I think suicide is not a solution to the problems because we should face problems with courage and seek a solution rather than running away from it. So I hope this video is helpful for you. I hope you were able to understand all the answers. I'm going to come up with the next book number 2, lesson number 15 to 27 very soon. Till then, take care, God bless, and if your friends are preparing for NIOS, do share this video with them also. Take care, bye bye.